All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Scoot yourself back in your seats and roll your shoulders up, back and down. And fix your gaze on one point, or you can just close your eyes, whatever you feel more comfortable doing this morning. Just take a moment to tune into your internal environment, what's happening for you internally this morning. How are you feeling? Your mood, your energy level. All of those things are so great to check in before you start your practice. And then you can make those adjustments accordingly. If you're feeling lots of energy this morning, then you can give lots of energy into your poses. And if you're feeling like you need a little bit more of a relaxed practice this morning, then you can back off and just move more slowly and more gently. It's a great thing about yoga, is you can make it individualized to fit your needs. Let's bring our right hand to our heart, left hand to our belly. So just start to take some slow breaths into both your hands. Fill up your lungs. Exhale completely. Nice and slow in and out. Beginning to establish a steady rhythm with your breath. While you're here, just allowing yourself to relax and settle into your seat. Sometimes we don't even notice places that we're holding tension in our bodies. So it's good to just take a moment to just tune in. Where are you feeling any tension? Where do you feel tightness? You may not be able to take it away with your breath, but you might be able to soften it a bit. Let your shoulders drop down. Let your belly relax. Let your legs feel heavy all the way to your toes. Keep those deep breath going. You can relax your hands back down into your lap. Let your chin tuck down towards your throat. Stretch out the back of your neck. When you feel ready, start to rock your head gently from side to side. If you're feeling more tension on one side than the other, let your head linger there for a moment. Take some deep breaths and allow that exhale to soften your tension, soften your shoulders. You can move on to your other side. We'll bring the head back up through neutral. Open your eyes if they're closed. We're just going to slowly circle the arms up and overhead. Just reach really tall, maybe slightly lean back, drawing those arms back. And then slowly exhale, releasing your arms down by your side. Inhale, taking those arms back overhead, reach tall. And exhale to release. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale to release. We're gonna scoot ourselves forward towards the edge of our seat.
Is this a chair yoga?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, good morning. Hard time finding it.
So you're gonna need to grab a block and one of these purple straps that are in that basket back there.
Okay. One of these.
No, just a strap in the basket. Yeah, so just a block like this, sir. Block and a strap.
Oh.
And the straps are in the basket on the table.
On the table.
On the table. Yeah. They might be buried at the bottom. See them in there? Yeah.
Oh.
Guys. Okay. All right, so you're gonna plant your feet about hip distance apart. You're gonna scoot yourself all the way up to the top of your seat, and you can just set your props down on the floor next to you,
Okay.
within arm's reach. So we're gonna inhale and sweep the arms up. As you exhale, you're gonna let your arms float back down. So as you inhale, you're gonna reach really strongly, and then as you exhale, just relax the arms. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're gonna reach up nice and tall. Take a twist over to the right. Just let your arms float down by your right side. Sit up really tall and then take a gaze past your back shoulder. Reach back through center and then take your twist over to the other side. Looking forward your back shoulder. And we're going to turn back through center. You're going to slide your hands towards your knees and do some cat-cow. So you're going to take a deep breath in, arch your back slightly, lift your gaze, squeeze your shoulder towards one another. And as you exhale, you're going to round, sliding your hands a little farther forward, making a big C curve with your spine. And you're going to move with your breath. So as you inhale, you'll arch, look up, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then when you're ready to exhale, round, tuck your chin. And you're just going to keep moving like that with your breath. It's okay if your pace is different than mine, since we all breathe at different rates. You want to try to get that movement right through your chest and right behind your heart in that thoracic region of our spine. This just helps to open up our vertebrae, helps to loosen up all those vertebrae in our spine. And then we're going to circle. So as you inhale, you're going to circle forward, and as you exhale, you'll circle back. So these can be little circles or big circles, whatever feels good in your body. And we're going to reverse those circles. Circle forward and back. We're going to sit tall. You're going to lift that left arm, reach really tall, and then take a little lean to the right. You're trying to open up that left side of your ribs, down by your obliques, those muscles on the side of your belly. And then we'll switch out the arms. So left arm goes down, right arm reach is really tall. Take a little lean to the left. And then we'll release the arms. You're going to bring your fingertips to your shoulders and make some circles through the elbows. Circling up and around. As you circle back, try to squeeze those shoulder blades so you're opening up through the chest. This helps to stretch out all those muscles in our chest that can get tight from sitting or driving. And we're going to circle in the opposite direction. Now you're going to spread your shoulder blades wide onto your back. And you're going to circle one arm at a time, like you're swimming. Swim those arms forward. You get a little twisting going through your upper spine. Twisting side to side. And then we're going to swim the arms back. And now you're going to bring your elbows out in front of you, lift them nice and high. You're going to draw them together so you can get up to touch. And then you're going to spread them really wide. And then draw them together and spread them wide. Good. We're going to do two more like that. Squeeze and open. And then we'll squeeze and open. You're going to keep those arms nice and wide and take a twist to the right. You're just trying to twist right at your upper body, right where your waistband is. And you're going to come back through center and then twist to the left. And come back through center. You can relax the arms. Just roll out the shoulders a little bit. Okay, let your arms relax. You're just going to swing your arms forward and back a little bit. Some more movement into those shoulder joints. And then you're going to cross one arm and then the opposite arm. So switching out every time you bring the arms forward. Good. Now you can just relax your hands in your lap. You're going to roll your shoulders up, back and down, sit up nice and tall. Then you're going to take your chin and tuck it down into your throat. This is just going to help support your neck as we get it stretchier. Stretchier, is that a word? More flexible. Work out any knots or kinks. Our necks like to hold a lot of tension. You take your right ear to your right shoulder. You want to just try to move your head, try to keep your upper body still, let your shoulders relax. And you're going to take your left hand and push it down towards the floor. So you're going to flex your hand and push down like you're trying to push the air down. And you might feel that stretch kind of move down into your shoulder, maybe down into your arm. You'll just feel it wherever you're the tightest. Now you're going to take your right hand and just place it gently on the left side of your head, just adding a little bit of pressure there. Be careful you don't overstrain anything in your neck. And then slightly tuck your chin towards your throat. So we're going to take that stretch towards the back of your neck. And you can relax your arms, let your chin drop. Take a couple head rocks. You can rock your head over to the left and to the right a few times. Loosen up those neck muscles. Good. And we're going to take the left ear to the left shoulder. We're going to take your right palm and flex it towards the floor. Push down. And then you can take your left hand to the right side of your head. Just add some gentle pressure there. Not too much. And then tuck your chin slightly towards your throat. And release your arms, let your chin drop back down towards your throat once again. Now we're going to interlace our hands gently behind our head and just start to hug the elbows in towards your face. Again, just adding very gentle pressure. Just letting your chin relax towards your throat. You're going to open the elbows up nice and wide as you lift your head, lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Let your head rest back into your hands. Take some deep breaths into your upper chest as you let those elbows relax open. And then while they're open, you're gonna just take a lean to the right. Stretch out again those muscles in the chest and the belly. And then come back through center, and we'll take a little lean to the left. And then we can relax the arms. Take those gentle head rocks from side to side, or you can take some full circles, like you're drawing a big letter O with your nose. If you're doing those full circles, just make sure to take some in the opposite direction. So we're gonna pick up this right thigh, you're gonna give it a little squeeze in towards your belly, and then you're gonna circle through your ankle in both directions. So take a bunch of circles to the right and a bunch to the left. Loosen up that ankle. And then you're gonna point your toes to the floor and flex them up towards the ceiling a few times. Stretching the top and the bottom of your foot. Good. And then we're gonna slide that heel along the floor. You're gonna pull your toes towards your face and your hands are gonna come to your thighs. Take a deep breath in. You wanna keep that length in your spine as you fold. You wanna keep your back nice and flat. And then if you like, you can slide that right hand down your right leg to deepen that stretch. And just take some nice deep breaths. Breathe into your belly. We're gonna sit tall, we'll place that foot back to the floor and we'll pick up the left thigh. So you're gonna squeeze it into your belly and make those circles through the ankle. And then you'll point and flex. And then we're gonna slide that heel on the floor, pull your toes in, take a deep breath. When you're ready, you'll hinge forward to fold. And if you like, slide that left hand down if you want to deepen that stretch. We're stretching those hamstrings or calves all the way into the heel. That's why we pull the toes towards our face. We're gonna sit tall and place that foot back to the floor. You're gonna find your block and you're gonna take your feet into a V. So your knees and your toes are facing and pointing in the same direction. You're gonna place your block right between your feet. We're gonna do something called seated salutations. You wanna keep your belly pulled in and move with your breath. So you're gonna inhale and sweep your arms up. And then you're gonna dive forward like you're taking a big swan dive into a pool. And you're gonna bring your hands down onto that block. You're gonna let your head relax. So looking back towards your legs. Then you're gonna press into your block and lift up just halfway. So you're just lengthening through your spine. And then you'll exhale to fold, let your head relax. And then you're gonna reverse your dive. So we'll circle all the way back up, reach really tall. And then we're gonna cactus open our arms, spread your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. And then inhale and reach. Exhale, take that big swan dive down, find your block, let your head relax. You're gonna press into your hands, lift up just halfway. Exhale to fold. And reverse your dive once again, come all the way up, reach tall. Take that cactus of your arms, spread your fingers. One more time, we're gonna reach and dive forward. And we're gonna stay here in this fold for a moment. It's a really great way to stretch out our backs. and our necks. So you can keep your hands underneath you, or you can just slide your block a little further forward if you want to stretch your arms out a little bit more. Totally up to you and what feels good in your body. But do let your head relax, let your belly soften so you can take some deep, deep breaths. It's also really good for our nervous system. It helps us to calm down. Slid your block out in front of you, and draw it back underneath you. So it's right underneath your face. You're gonna place your right hand on your block and sweep your left arm out to the side just to start. You can stay here, or if your shoulders are a little more open, you can start to take that arm up higher, and you just want to look towards your thumb. Stretch out your neck a little bit. Good. And then we'll switch out the arms. So taking that left hand down, reaching that right arm up or higher, if that feels okay in your body. And then we'll release, and you're gonna walk your hands up to your thighs. Take it nice and slow. We're just gonna round up one vertebrae at a time. Leave your head last to lift. We'll come all the way back up. Then you can just set your block off to the side for now. You're gonna stretch your left leg straight, and we'll keep the right knee bent. And you're gonna reach strong through your arms. Do something called reverse warriors. You're gonna flip your right palm to the ceiling. Take that hand all the way up as you bring that left hand to your left leg. And so the point of this is just to stretch out that right side. So you want to lift up and out of your waist and then lean to the left. You're strengthening your neck too if you look right past that right arm. And then we're going to lower that forearm down to your right thigh and sweep the left arm. Opening up the chest and the shoulder. Stretching out through that left side. And now we're going to move with our breath. So as you inhale, you're going to come back into that reverse warrior, sweep your right arm up. And then you'll lower that right arm and left arm goes up. This is called side angle. Inhale as you reverse your warrior. And then exhale into side angle. We're going to stay here, open the shoulders up a little more. So you're going to turn your palm away from you. Bring the back of your hand to your left hip, or you can bring it towards the small of your back. And then you just want to gently lean against your hand and draw your chin towards your left shoulder. And then we'll release that arm behind our back and come back up to sit. And you're going to switch out the legs. So bend your left knee and stretch your right leg straight. Strong reach through your fingertips. You want to reach all the way through that right leg as much as you can too. And then you're going to flip the left palm, take it up, right hand to your right leg, reverse your warrior. And then side angle. So forearm goes down on the thigh, right arm sweeps up to the ceiling. Moving with our breath. So inhale into your reverse warrior, left hand goes high. And then side angle, right arm goes high. Do one more of those. Inhale, reach up. And exhale into your side angle. And then we're going to take that bind. So you'll turn your palm away from you and bring that hand to your hip or to the small of your back. And then just gently lean against that hand, draw your chin towards your right shoulder. Stretch long through that right leg. And then you can release your arm. Come back up to sit. Place your feet at that V again. We're going to bring our hands onto our thighs. Fingers are facing inwards. Take some twists. So you're going to press into your legs and lift up tall. And then you'll twist to the right. And try to shrug your left shoulder up by your ear. You can even gently press that left thigh away from you with your left hand. You're going to come back to your center, and then we'll do that on the other side. So gently press that right thigh open. Shrug your right shoulder. Move with your breath now. So inhale to center, and then exhale to twist to the right. Inhale through center, and exhale twist to the left. Do that a couple more times. Just move with your breath. And then we'll take it back through center. And you can step your feet about hip distance apart. You're going to circle those arms up. Take a deep breath. We're gonna find our eagle arm. So the right arm is gonna come under the left, and you're gonna try to get your elbows really close. And then you can just give yourself a big squeeze. So hugging yourself nice and tight. You wanna lock your fingertips towards your shoulders, and then you're gonna rock side to side. So right where your waistband is. Then you're gonna snake your way down into a fold. If this causes you any kind of discomfort in your back, just stay upright. But if it feels good, you can go as deep as you like. Just let your head relax, let your arms relax into your chest. This helps to stretch out our shoulders and our back. Circle the arms back overhead, take a deep breath, and then the left arm is going to come under. So you're going to cross the elbows, give yourself that big squeeze, try to walk your fingertips inwards, and then make those rocks side to side. And then you'll start to snake your way down into a fold. Let your head relax. And all the way back up. You're going to release your arms along the edge of your seat, and you can just hold on to the edge of the seat or reach around behind and grab on the back of the chair. And then you just want to draw your heart forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So get a big lift of your chest, lift your heart, opening up through all those muscles in our upper chest. Over time, these can get really, really tight, causing us to round through our upper back, which causes a lot of pain in our backs. And then we can release those arms. And take a lunge. So we're going to walk the knees over to the right side of the chair. And you're going to let your left hip hang off the chair. And then you're going to start to walk your left toes back. And this could be just a little movement or a big one, just depending on how that feels in that hip. Especially if you had any issues with your hips or had any surgery or anything, you want to try to keep the legs a little closer together. So we're going to take the left arm up, the right hand is in your chair, and you're going to reach up nice and tall and then just hinge towards the back of your chair as you let your left hip relax. Be heavy. So think about making a big crescent moon shape with your upper body. You do want to try to keep your shoulders and your hips kind of square to that side wall. We're going to bring our top hand to the back of our head, and you're just going to gently lean against your hand and maybe open the shoulder up a little bit so you can draw that left shoulder and left elbow back. Maybe look up past your left elbow. That feels okay in your back. We'll sit tall once again, and we're going to twist towards the back of the chair so that left hand can come to the outside of your right leg. Or you can start to twist a little deeper, look towards the back of your chair. You can walk your hands up towards the back of your chair and just gently hold on. But we don't want to use the chair to twist us deeper. It's kind of just a placeholder. You don't want to accentuate that twist in your spine too much. You want to be gentle with yourself. You're going to unwind from the twist first. And then we'll work your way back through center. And then we're going to take the knees over to the other side. So with your right hip hanging off, you'll walk those right toes back, find your lunge here. And your right arm will reach up, that left hand stays in the chair. Take a deep breath in, and when you're ready, you'll hinge towards the back of your chair, make that big crescent moon shape with your upper body. Take some deep breaths. Just kind of notice where you're feeling any sensations in your body. It's always a good thing to do every time you practice a pose. Just notice what's happening in your body. We're going to bring that hand to the back of your head. Gently lean into your hand. And then if you want to open up, and just start to turn your gaze to the right. Try to look up past that arm if you can. And then sitting tall and twisting towards the back of the chair. So right hand can come to the outside of your leg, or you can start to walk your hands up towards the back of the chair. Just be mindful that you're being gentle with your spine, not trying to use the chair to twist yourself deeper. It's just holding you there. Then we can unwind from our twist and come back through center. We're going to stand up and come around to the right side of our chair and just do a couple of standing poses. So we're going to take a big wide step out. So you're going to be right next to the seat of your chair. If you have any props, let them kind of push them out of the way, or stick them underneath your chair, just because I don't want you to trip on anything. And then we'll take that nice wide stance. You're going to turn your left toes towards your chair, and then you're going to extend your arms. Your legs are going to stay straight. So you're going to hinge your hips to the right and start to reach to the left without bending your knees. And you're going to reach, and then you're just going to lower that left hand. It can come down onto the seat of your chair or just to the back of your chair. And then you're going to reach the right arm up. If balance allows, look toward your thumb. If that feels a little too unstable, you can always look down at your legs. But you want to try to engage your thighs, so you're lifting the muscles away from the knee, pressing your feet strongly into the floor. And then you want to try to lengthen through both sides of your waist. And then we're going to drop that left hand to your right hand to your right leg, and then take that left arm up. You're going to reach up and then lean back slightly, stretching out that left side. And then we're going to release. And you're just going to turn your body toward your chair. You're going to take this right leg and kind of step it out slightly. And if you look down at your feet, you want your feet about hip distance apart. So take a deep breath in, and then we're just going to hinge forward. Again, try to keep the legs nice and straight, so you're stretching out those hamstrings. And you can just keep that one hand on the chair, or if both hands can come down comfortably, you can use both hands on the chair. Soften the bend in your front knee. We'll come all the way up. And you're just going to step your feet together. We're going to walk around to the other side and try that on the other side. So find that big wide stance once again. Right toes will turn towards your chair. You're going to open up the arms. Legs stay straight. You're going to hinge your hips to the left and start to reach to the right. If you can't reach anymore, you just lower that hand down. So on the seat or the back of the chair. And then you can take that left arm up if balance allows. Look up towards your thumb. Or you can always just take your gaze down. Pressing your feet strongly into the floor, engage your legs, lift your waist and reach. You're reaching your body in all directions. And then we'll call reverse your triangle. So the left hand is going to come through your left leg, right arm reaches up and back. And then we're going to release, and we're going to turn towards your chair. You're going to step your back foot out slightly. So your toes are kind of facing the chair and your feet are hip distance. Take a deep breath, kind of keep those legs nice and straight as you fold down. And if you can, place both hands down on the chair for a little more support if you like. Soften that front knee and come all the way back up, and you can step your feet back towards one another. Shake out our legs a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of a balance pose called tree pose. So we're going to lift the left knee, and you're going to rotate that knee out, and you're going to place your foot right above your ankle. And you can just find your balance here. So you can take your left arm up, and maybe just take some weight out of the right hand, or you can take the right hand off the chair completely. Just find your balance. So with balance, you always want to try to find something out in front of you to focus on. Keep your eyes open. Just find a point point on the wall. Try to get that right leg very stable, almost like you're the roots. Those are the roots of your tree. Yeah. We'll go ahead and release and shake out those legs. We're going to step around to the other side. This time we'll lift the right knee and rotate it out. Find your tree pose on this side. So the right arm can reach up. Find that point out in front of you to focus on. Stabilize through that left foot. Want to try to take some weight out of that left hand. Good job. Go ahead and release. We'll shake out the legs a little bit. So we're going to move on to something that helps our joints and our glands and our body. So you're going to soften your legs. You're going to let your right leg just be relaxed all the way through your toes. And you're just going to swing your leg freely forward and up. All good. And then you're going to bend the knee, and then you're going to kick your foot behind you. And you're trying to kick yourself. I'm going to try to extend that thigh out as you bend. This is really good for all of our joints and our hips and our knees. And then you're going to extend that leg straight and sweep side to side. Now we're going to walk your ass to our other side. Same thing. You're going to let that left leg relax. When you're ready, we'll swing it forward and back. And then you're going to bend your knee and keep your foot behind you. Yeah, just like that. And then you're going to extend it straight and sweep side to side. Into all the areas of our knee. Then we're going to go ahead and release. We're going to come to the side of our chair and bring the hands down. So you have some options here. If this feels too low for you to bring your hands down, you can always place your block up onto the seat of your chair and place your hands up on a block. So just an option. So you can try it, see how that feels. We're going to walk our feet back so we're in like a tabletop and your feet are about hip distance, a little bit wider. You're going to put a little bend into your knees. And then you're just going to lunge. So you're going to bend your right knee and lunge your hips to the right. You'll bend your left knee and lunge your hips to the left. So just a little movement here, just loosening up your body, loosening up your legs. So you're going to step your left foot just so it's underneath you, and then extend your right leg back. You're going to tuck your toes under and lift your heel. This helps to stretch out the sole of your foot. And then you're going to lower your heel towards the floor. It doesn't need to touch. Just see how you're feeling, see where you're feeling that sensation. If you need to deepen the sensation, you can send your hips forward or just bend the left knee a little bit deeper. And then just step your right foot up to meet the left. And then we'll extend that left leg back. You can tuck your toes under, lift the heel. And lower the heel towards the floor. And if you need to deepen that sensation, just bend into your right knee or send your hips forward a little bit. And just step your left foot up to meet the right. Keep Keeping a slow or a big bend in the knees, you can bring your hands onto your thighs. Nice and slow, we're gonna work our way all the way up to the top. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And then we're gonna bring our hands around behind us. You can interlace your fingers or just clasp opposite wrists, whatever feels better for you. And you're just gonna lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. If it feels okay, you can start to straighten your arms, send your hands down towards your tailbone. If not, just keep the elbows bent. Just try to lift your heart. If it feels good, you can take a gentle back bend here. So keeping the belly engaged, send the hips gently forward, lean back slightly. And then we can relax the arms. Okay, and then we're gonna take a seat. Find your strap. Once again, just sitting at the edge of your seat, sit up nice and tall. We're just gonna start with a little shoulder opener. So you'll slide your hands down the strap, opening up your arms just a little bit wider than the shoulders. It could be wider if you need a little bit more space for your shoulders if you're feeling a little tight this morning. Right? And so with the elbows nice and straight, you're just gonna slowly sort of lift the arms without bending your elbows. And when your body tells you to stop, you stop. So if you can go really high, go high. And if you need to stay lower, you stay lower. And then you're gonna lower. And so just opening up the arms, lift, open up the chest, good. And then lower. Good. Lift, lower. Last time, and we're gonna hold here. You're gonna pull that strap real tight, lean to the right, take it through center and lean to the left. And keep pulling that strap really tight. Take a twist to the right, then back through center, and then twist to the left. And back through center. And now you're gonna lower the right arm, keeping that left arm high. It's almost like we're kayaking, so we're gonna lower the left arm and reach the right arm high. So you're just gonna keep this movement here. So kind of like you're kayaking those arms. Now the trick is to reverse it, like you're going backwards. Good. You can relax your arms, roll out those shoulders, give them a break. And we'll stretch out our legs. You're gonna place your strap on the ball of your right foot and extend your leg so it's completely straight. And then you're gonna lift. You wanna try to sit tall. Try to draw yourself forward. As soon as we start to lean back, we lose that stretch in our body. So you want to sit forward. Perfect. As long as you're feeling a sensation, you're good. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes. We're going to move this leg over to the right. And you want to try to turn your toes out and your heel forward. You want to try to keep those hip bones facing forward. So let your hips kind of resist that pull. I know they want to move to the right to make it a little easier, but you want to try to resist that. And then we're going to sweep it all the way over to the left. So you want to try to get it across the midline of your body. So think about where your belly button is, and you want to try to move it beyond that a little bit. And then you're going to twist your upper body to the right. This is helping to stretch out the outside of our thigh. You might feel it down at the outside of your knee or even into your calf. It's called our IT band. And then we're going to take a hip stretch. You're going to bend your knee and rotate it out. If you do have any kind of hip issues, you can just place your heel right in front of your shin. If it feels okay to place your ankle up on the thigh, you're going to place it up on the thigh. You'll let your knee relax. And then if you want to hinge forward, you're looking for a sensation on the outside of that right hip. So if you're not feeling it, we can lean forward slightly and that'll increase that stretch. You decide how deep you'd like to go. You know your body best. You know what sensations you're feeling. You can let your shoulders relax, let your head soften. Breathe into your belly. And release. You're going to set that right foot back to the floor. And then we're going to place the strap on the left foot. And that extension, when you're ready, we'll lift. Okay, and just make sure that you're sitting tall. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And then we'll take that strap and pull that foot over to the left. Just check in that your hips are still facing forward, and you're going to turn your toes out and your heel forward. We'll sweep it over to the right, and the upper body will twist to the left. And we'll take that hip stretch on this side. So if it feels okay, ankle up on the thigh, just like you did on the first side. If not, you can place it in front of your shin. So check in with yourself. This side might feel different than the other, so just check in how you're feeling. If you need to take it deeper, you take that hinge forward, and then just let yourself relax. Let all the muscles that don't need to be working right now soften. Check in with your breath. Still taking those nice, slow, deep breaths. We'll go ahead and release that foot, and you can release your strap, just set it off to the side, and then scoot yourself back in your chair. We want to sit tall but feel relaxed at the same time. So allow your back to settle in, roll your shoulders back and down. You can close your eyes or just fix your gaze on one point, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. You just want to take a scan of your body, letting yourself relax. So let your eyelids relax, your cheekbones, your jaw. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Let your arms feel heavy. Feel the weight of gravity kind of pulling you down. Let your arms relax all the way to your fingertips. Allow your back to settle, your hips, your thighs, all the way down to your toes. Just letting your whole body soften. Give your mind something to focus on. Whether it be your breath, just paying attention to your inhales, your exhales. Maybe it's an image that brings you peace. Minds like to be busy, so if you give it something peaceful to focus on, self-rest for a moment. circle those arms up and overhead. Take a deep breath in. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears. Take another big deep breath. And then exhale and just let yourself relax. Ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.